Hi, today our session has been started, and today I was going to give you the most important idea of economics, which you will be following in day to day economic activities and in day to day economic studies. That is the concept of equilibrium. We will be finding in various microeconomic theories as well as macroeconomic theories the theory of equilibrium. Okay, so what is the meaning of equilibrium? Equilibrium is basically has been brought from the ideas of mechanics. Okay, in mechanics, what is a equilibrium? Equilibrium is a state when one force is applying on the one direction is exactly equal to the other force on the opposite direction. So it's a state of balance. It's a state of non-changing behavior. Okay. So equilibrium is a state of balance or is a non-changing state. Basically, it is used in mechanics, and in economic theory, we are basically stating this equilibrium in day-to-day affairs. That is market equilibrium, price equilibrium, demand supply is in equilibrium. That means it's an unchanging state where there is no changes of price and quantity. Okay. So in microeconomic theory, equilibrium is basically interpreted by that particular state where everything is unchanged. Everything is in balance. And whenever this balance is deteriorated, that means we are not in equilibrium. We will have to change our behaviors. Okay. So in human behavior, let us consider equilibrium means in terms of human behavior. Say we are taking a equilibrium price. Okay, the price is to be said in equilibrium. That means on that particular price, whenever the demand for that quantity is absolutely equal to the supply of that quantity, so the price is in equilibrium. Okay, so if we consider our earlier session, I gave you one production possibility frontier where there was quantity demanded and price. Okay, so that particular price, if we are actually proceeding towards a equilibrium price, that means on that particular price, say the equilibrium price is 20 unit or 20. Okay, so in that 20 or 20 unit of price, that means the quantity supplied will exactly be equal to quantity demanded. Fine. So the production plans for the suppliers is absolutely equal to the consumers quantity consumed. So the whole economy will be in equilibrium. The producers are producing that much quantity which is exactly be demanded by the consumers. So consumers' demand will be absolutely equal to the producers' supply. So the price is in equilibrium. Fine. So buyers are also satisfied, sellers are also satisfied at that particular price, because sellers are selling that particular amount of units of goods which is exactly be demanded by the buyers. So seller satisfaction is equal to the buyer satisfaction. That means total society is in a satisfactory level where on that particular price the total demand of the society is totally equal to the supply of the society. So the society is in equilibrium, or that particular price is called the equilibrium price where the quantity demanded is absolutely equal to the quantity supplied. Clear? Is it clear? Because it's in balance. The price is in balance. It's absolutely is in balance where both the quantities coming from seller's end and coming from buyer's end is absolutely equal. Fine. Sales plan of the sellers are also satisfied. Moreover, the purchase and sales plans of buyers and sellers are absolutely satisfied with the actual price ruling in the market and the actual quantity sold in the market. When people are not satisfied, say suppose we are considering a situation which is basically a non-equilibrium situation. What will happen? What will happen? Simply the sellers and buyers quantities will vary. The actual quantity of the sellers will not be equal to the actual quantity demanded by the consumers. The people who are selling, the actual quantity will not be equal to the consumers consuming the actual quantity. Fine? So, there will be a disequilibrium situation. We are not in a balance. We are not in a balance. Okay? So, on that particular point of view, what will happen? What will happen? There will be change in consumer behavior. What I started with these topics, that when the production possibility curve will shift, when there would be a consumer behavioral change to make the price in equilibrium. Consumers' behavioral pattern will change, their demanded quantity will be changed, the supplier's demanded quantity will not be able to satisfy that particular quantity demanded by the consumers, and this will constantly be an impact to the market until and unless the price is in equilibrium. Clear? Until and unless the price becomes in equilibrium, because it is the self-operated system in which I have already earlier discussed regarding this particular situation, that this is a self-operative system. Until and unless the equilibrium price is obtained, the demand and supply by the buyers and the sellers will constantly be in a changing situation. In the same way, if we consider the output level of the economy as a whole is in equilibrium, so the planned demand for the output is equal to the planned supply of the output. Total value of the planned supply of output is known as the aggregate supply, will be equal to the total value of the planned demand is known as the aggregate demand of the society. Hence, the output level of the economy as a whole will be equilibrium when the aggregate demand will be just equal to the aggregate supply. There is no excess, no shortage. So, this is basically the concept of equilibrium in human behavioral economics or microeconomics. We will later be coming to the macroeconomic part of where we will be seeing that all these factors, how different factors will affect the market for distracting the market from equilibrium situation, and how the market automatically will be in equilibrium situation with some other factors, that is the behavioral factor of the human being whenever is changing to get the equilibrium situation again prevailing in the market. So equilibrium is of two types. One is partial equilibrium and another is general equilibrium. So what is partial equilibrium? Partial equilibrium is an equilibrium where if one market is reached, taking the assumptions that other factors remains constant, that other things remain unaffected or constant. It is the other factors are constant or unaffected, but the situation of the economy becomes in equilibrium. That is a partial equilibrium. But in general equilibrium situation, it is supposed that the general equilibrium analyses are interdependent among different markets of the economy. And general equilibrium, whenever general equilibrium is obtained in the market, everything is supposed to change. Every other factor is supposed to change in the market. So this is the basic concept of equilibrium, which we will be finding in our next sessions. In every spheres of our next sessions. So this is basically the concept of equilibrium. So tomorrow we will be discussing about the equations and identity, necessary and sufficient condition. These two are also very important, because whenever we will be go through the derivatives, we need these two concepts. Because until and unless your concept is clear, I cannot give you the exact ideas of the economics. Fine. So step by step I am proceeding, and if you need any other changes, any other urgent videos, please text me in the comment box. I will be trying to do this. Till then today, bye bye.